Let me turn the thing on. Journeymen and journey women, this is the Hero's Journey with Dr.D. I have not been on for a while because I've been jacked. I do not have the coronavirus. If you all was wondering, I know that's not in my vocabulary. Well, actually, it's in my vocabulary. It's just not in my system. Yeah, but my broncho area has been kind of congested. It's not contagious or anything. It just keeps me stuffed up. And this year, I determined in myself that I was going to. Actually, I've been stuffed up probably about 9, 10 months. I mean, what happens is that is the broncho area is like the mucus is right below the catch. It does not allow me to cough up it while being real gross, the phlegm or what have you. So this year I determined in my spirit as I'm gonna get this stuff up and out. Cause I got this judo tournament that I'm gonna do in the end of the year, and I'm trying to be ready with my full wind intake. I don't know if you know how it feels to be doing exerting exercise and you be pushing out and then you know where my air go and you be fighting for the air. And that's generally what happens. I be fighting for the air. Opens up my lung cavity so it gets better. But this year I determined I went to the health food store and got some mullins or other things and while I was bringing it up I didn't think that I thought it'd come up like snap. But nothing is as quick as you think it's going to be. Everything's a process. It's not like life is a process. If you do not, uh, you may think the process is quick, uh, but when you start experiencing the process, you realize, oh, it's a couple of steps in this walk. It's a couple of miles. When you go through it, you're glad you made it through it. But while you're experiencing it, you say, "Ooh, that really was a trek." Well, I just got online today because I want to. This is a heroes update. The heroes update. Everybody know what the heroes update is. Catching up with you all and letting you know what's going on, what's not going on, and what has been going on. I have not been posting. I have not been up to par on my voice or my. I have not been feeling the best. I still been working, doing things around the house and doing what I got to do to be the man. But when you try to fight with yourself and fight, yeah, and try to prioritize things to the best of your knowledge, best of your abilities, is difficult. But I'm up for the challenge. As long as I get a vertical and keep on moving forward, hey, it's always an obstacle. Life is work, and you're not willing to work this thing while you're in it. I am not condoning suicide. I'm just saying that live your life to the best. Be bold about what you do. Be adventurous and be intentional. Because what is the action is if it's not with intention, if you're trying to, if it's meant to mean something. So whatever you do, try to be intentional because tomorrow's not promised. And today is today, and the future is not seen. But you can create your own future if you focus on your day and be disciplined in your actions. I try to work on it in this atmosphere every day. Uh, Sometimes I'm successful, and sometimes I'm not. Uh, I do have a couple of videos I do need to do. Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I don't think I didn't haven't put up anything about 2 weeks. About 2 or 3 weeks. I had another one on schedule. I think my last one I left was anger, secondary emotional. Let me look at. I did a heroes update and I did journey to a specific destination. That's what I did. Oh, and then one of my computers messed up too. I know a great man once said, "You never outlive your excuses." So therefore, I improvise. I'm doing things in a different fashion, and hopefully, my light is better. I got a couple more tools. Oh, I got one person on there. Oh, let me see. Say something so I can speak up. Hey, whoever you are. But I got two people on. So it's me and somebody else. And it just popped up. So what I said before is that just to update what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, actually I'm not uh, doing consistent video at this time, but I will probably start back next week. I got a couple of things online that I'm not venturing off into, but I'll be updating my podcast as well as my videos. And if I do anything, I will do a heroes update to let you all know. But again, uh, if there's any of my videos that you like, please like, subscribe, comment, and share my videos. What I do on it every day is I'm a hero therapist. And my goal is to help people get beyond their first move. My motto is I'm here to inspire, to encourage, to motivate, to educate, helping you get beyond your first move. And some people may ask, where do I get that statement from? I get the statement, help you get beyond your first move, because in some of my sit down sessions in therapy, I utilize chess. I believe chess is an excellent element to teach a person to process their thought patterns, because life is like a chess match, but it's how you play the game determines how you succeed. Uh, the great players move 4 or 5 times. They will see 5 moves before they make the first step. I'm a decent player. I can do 2 moves, but every time I play, I am building a process and strategizing in my mind what I need to do. And when I say every time I play, that means every time I get up. Life is my chessboard. And I'm the king on the board. And I have to delegate as well as move according to my plan for my kingdom. And if you're the king, not the king, you're the queen, you still run the land. So that's my goal. That's my objectives is to help people get beyond their first move. If anybody has suggestions or any type of video you would like for me to do I will entertain the video. I will put the video up for you, but just put in my comment. Okay, what I got right here. Oh, hey, Dolores. No problem. No problem. No problem. Just like I said before, if there's anything, is there anything that you need me to do a video on, I'd be more than happy to do it, because I think one of the most selfish things in life is to have something and I would be willing to give it away. Let me explain. I believe when you have something you're passionate about, why keep that passionate fruit to yourself? Is it always better to share? Well, in light of the current status of going through Corona, I still think it's good to share, because it's no greater feeling that you get than is when you share, when you give. If you haven't tried it, I encourage you to please try it, because when you give of yourself, it's like a certain part of you that you're giving away, but you get an intangible reward due to that gift. Because the thing is, only you have the gift that you give. And the person that can give, or the only person that the individual that's receiving your gift can get your gift from is you. Because can't nobody do it like you. The first thing that we all need to start to determine, we have to get up in the morning. We need to get up in the morning time and look in the mirror and say, ain't nobody like me. Because you know what? There is nobody like you. There can only be one. That's why you are the only person that have your fingerprints. I stated this before. I have a twin brother, and we do not have the same fingerprints, even if I was identical to my twin brother, because we're fraternal. We would not have the same fingerprints Because God, in his infinite wisdom, declared and determined that he wanted us to be unique. And by us being unique, he wanted us to develop and to find and discover. When you discover, you have to uncover the gift that's within you. See, but it's a life's journey. The goal is to find the gift earlier than later. But every day you wake up is always a new day to tackle that passion passionately so you can discover your gift. Because can't nobody do it like you. Colonel Sanders was 65, I believe. He knew his gift, but it wasn't just one day that he discovered that he can do chicken. He always knew he could do chicken. But he wanted to share his 11 herbs and spices to the world because couldn't nobody do it like him. Ray Kroc, he didn't make the hamburgers. It was the McDonald's brothers. But he had a system that he felt that he could sell, that could mass produce and get it out like nobody else. And nobody else couldn't do it like he could do it because that was the gift that he wanted to impart and leave to this world. Only he could have did what he did. Thanks, D. Only he could have did what he did. But it's like only you can do what you can do. But how often we wake up every day and do the same old thing over and over again. And then before you know it, you say, where did the time go? As my pastor would say, I want to submit to you all. I want to submit to you that time didn't go anywhere. Time kept on going when you didn't. Have you ever woke up and said, or have you ever went through your job and at the end of the day or got a certain age, said, man, where did the time go? I remember I was 17 and now I'm 47. I remember I was 17. It's just the thing. Sometimes we stay stuck at 17 and we don't embrace our 47 or our 46 or our 45 or our 44 or whatever. Embrace where you are so you can plan for your ladder. Embrace where you are, plan for you. See, we allow others, environments, other people, other jobs, other things to actually create our future. But we don't take the time to do it ourselves. I read the best book ever, my favorite book, the Bible. It says, as a man thinketh, so is he. And so if you don't think you much, you won't be much. It also said, death and life lies in the power of your tongue. So you always speaking negative. You're speaking to yourself. If you didn't understand, you didn't know this, we have two type of languages that are speaking to our being. The language of our brain is the thoughts, which is what speaks to our brain to create certain actions. But it works in tandem to our body. He said, Dr.D, your body, yes, because your body has a language as well. Your body's language is its feelings. Gotcha. You wonder why if you go down the street and you hear this song, your soul will ignite a feeling. The feeling will speak to your body. And it will trigger the language of your brain with your thoughts. And they will they will work together and you'll go into that moment of the past. All emotions are the byproduct of a past experience. You're welcome. You're welcome. And be sure you like, subscribe, subscribe, share. What they say, and comment, and but you know how they do the thing. And you have, yeah, that's yeah. But you know what I'm talking about. Like, subscribe. I'm still new to this. Okay, so I was saying that yeah, you have to understand. We are a summation of our thoughts, and we don't take the time to evaluate what we're thinking about. But what we do, we think that everything that we think about is actually by our design, and that's not true. Is what happens is that we allow things to be funneled into our brains through our ear gates, through our eye gates, and we wonder why we're depressed. We wonder why we're angry. We don't wonder why we're mad, frustrated, in fear. Well, you live on a diet of horror movies, and you wonder why you're always scared when somebody turns the door. I think that's pretty much your answer because it gets in your subconscious. Okay, also, with that being said, if you know, did you know your subconscious, where your subconscious is your body? Because have you ever heard that your is muscle memory? You can do things automatically because your muscle remembers, but you may not do as quick as you used to, but your body remembers certain things. Oh, and remember this. Remember this also, that for those who in my age range remembers what it felt like to pick up a phone and dial. How many times you able to pick up a phone, you didn't know the number, and you told somebody, give me the phone, and you start dialing because you knew the number. I knew my mother's number by heart, or sometimes I didn't know the number in my conscious mind, but I'll pick up the phone and I said, well, my fingers know. And as soon as I pick up the phone, my fingers knew the number because that's my unconscious. It came up. Consciously, I didn't know it, but unconsciously, I did. If that makes any sense. But if you have any comments, please leave the comments below. Live chat, or leave comments after the video. It doesn't matter. I have some more videos later on. Like I said, just leave a response. And if you, any other topic you want me to talk about, just some, yeah, do it. Let me talk about it. Now, I should have recorded this for my podcast, but I didn't. And I have a podcast as well. It's a Hero's Journey with Dr.D, the podcast. Uh, okay, so what I was saying is that sometimes our diet, and I'm not talking about food. We always think about tangible food, but what about the intangible food that affects how we walk, how we talk, how we live? We don't even pay attention to that because we're so inundated with all this activity, everything around us, and we don't take time for ourselves. We do not evaluate our own thought life. That's why, as a man thinketh, so is he. But do you train your thoughts, or do you let thoughts go in your mind unchecked? When Aunt Susie calls you up and use you as a garbage can because trash collecting didn't come Monday, so she called you up and they want to tell you all the latest gossip, want to talk about everybody, and want to dog everybody you care about. I just want this trash, and then you cut the phone off and look at Atlanta Housewives. So trash. Now we all look at a little trash, but if your whole life is consumed with your friends who are speaking trash, look at television is trash, your music is trash. It's nothing's building you up. You're only as deep as the well, the water that goes in the well. That's how good your words are. Have you ever lived in the country? Yeah, I'm from Chicago, so I didn't live in the country. I didn't live in the country. However, by half been to a well, at a farm, and to drink that well water. And I heard that the deeper the well is, ah, the better the water. And I remember cranking it, and get that water. Ooh, boy, girl, that water make you speak in tongues. I tell you that. I mean, the water was good. It was fresh. It was not like the water that came out the faucet. It, but it was the water that came from the well. But it's really, really deep. The best things that come from life are the things that have substance and the things that have layers. But if you don't feed yourself things of substance, things of layers, then you won't give out anything of substance or of layers. You just keep on living time. Time will keep on going. And you won't. Time will just keep on going. And you won't. You say, where did the time go? The time kept on going. You just didn't. And another word for that is stagnation. When you do not move, you are stagnant and you are stuck. God may have told you something a long time ago. Your cousin, your mom, somebody may have told you something a long time ago and you heard it, but you did not process that thought and take it to heart. You didn't study, show yourself approved. So you could be a workman, you not be ashamed. You did not rightly divide the word of truth because you didn't like the package the truth came in. So you stay stagnant and stuck and don't move. And 2010 is just like 2020 is just like 2010. And still at the same spot. You still at the same job. There's nothing wrong with being the same job because you got to eat. But what about when you come home from that job? Remember that thing that you wanted to do? The thing that you're passionate about? You want to play the piano. You want to sing. You want to play guitar. You want to do graphic arts. You want to do something else. But you have 24 hours in a day. So you're only good if somebody pays you to work for them. But when it comes for working for you, it's not worth the time. I believe you're worth it. Are you worth the time? Let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm from Southside Chicago, and I wasn't a very good student. I thought I was a great student. I just didn't get a whole bunch of A's or B's. I thought a C was just as good as an A. Well, I was just making a C. I worked hard for that C. I was happy. I was yes, but I didn't realize that C was just as close to the bottom as it was to the top. I wasn't making any leeway. But when I graduated high school, I had the brand idea that I wanted to play football. And I did. I played football A&T. But I applied to Georgia Tech, Morehouse, University of Georgia, University of Illinois at Chicago, University of Illinois. Yeah, all those schools, more than one time. And in Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois was my first because my oldest brother played ball there. So I wanted to play there. So I went there. Yeah, I was pumped about getting in. They rejected me. So they had a second chance program. So I went in and took a admission test to get in. I said, yes, yes. They said, no, no. So I didn't make the second chance. So I had community center around Chicago. And so my mother and father wasn't paying a whole bunch of application fees. Community center did. So I applied to this school and that school. And really, every school I applied to, except the last one, I applied to 2-3 times. I applied to Georgia Tech one time, and I tried the second chance program. They saw I'm gonna tell you my GPA, so you understand. So I applied one time. They said no. I applied to second chance, and they said no. And then I applied to University of Georgia. He said no, second chance, no. I got recruited for commercial art because the school I went to was vocational high school. My actually was career academy now. I went to Simeon Career Academy, and my major was commercial art. And I won competitions in high school for advertising art and architectural design. I did a picture of Louis Sullivan Stock Exchange Art Grand Prize, got an internship downtown Chicago. I was pumped, but I applied to schools that had similar programs. Not engineering, because engineering was not my thing, but more architectural or artsy or whatever. I just tried to, really, I was looking for a school that had a good football team, to tell you the truth. But had good name recognition. So I applied there. They rejected me as well. I applied. I said, okay, I applied to Black School. I applied to Morehouse. Yes. I applied once, twice, 3 times. Thought maybe paperwork could slide. They may accidentally approve me. But that didn't happen either. University of Illinois in Chicago. So I got recruited for artwork for Circle Campus. That's University of Illinois at Chicago. I got recruited there. Or the head of the design program was a brother. He's Black. And he said, maybe we can get you in. He saw my grades. He said, maybe we can get you into liberal arts and then you can transfer into architecture. And that was, I tried that. That didn't work. Then I tried a second chance program. And I was trying to do that because my parents wanted me to stay in Chicago. They didn't have a football team. And so I said, I play all right basketball. I can practice on my game. At least I can wrestle. But I didn't get accepted there either. The thing is, all the schools I didn't get accepted, but thank God for the Saints of St. Augustine College in Raleigh, North Carolina. They accepted me. Arms open wide. Thank God for second chance. And the reason why I did not get accepted, I didn't realize that my SAT scores had to be so high. Well, my SAT scores are 580. You say, oh, that's not bad. Well, for English or math? For both combined. And I took it 3 times. I took it 3 times. So I don't know what my worst score is, but I know I got 580 to 590 for combined. And my GPA was 2.0 or 1. Cumulative 2.1, 2.0. So I'm applying all these schools like I'm AP. Like, hey, I wasn't a bad kid. I just didn't excel. So I went to school with a 2.1 GPA and SAT score of 590. But my objective, my goal was to play college ball. So I went to St. Aug, knocked it out, and I transferred to A&T. Got an A&T. I played ball for a little bit, and now I wanted to graduate. And by I finished, I got my bachelor's. I didn't have a great GPA at my bachelor's. I only had 2.4 when I got my bachelor's. But I got out. But when I finished, I still was on a journey. And the thing is, I waited tables 8 years. I love waiting tables. I love people. And I'm still learning certain things, But when I went my master's, I took one class at a time. Got 3.7 GPA, almost 4.0. But my brother got married, and I had to go to his wedding. I wanted to go to his wedding, but that took 20 points off my grade decreased. But that was a choice. We all make choices. I do not regret my choice at all. I do not regret my choice at all. So, but as time progressed, then rather got married, I started my PhD program. I saw something that compelled and pulled me in. And I went for it. So I got 3.7, my master's got 2.4. It don't matter what I got my PhD. But the point is, I had a 2.1 GPA of 590 SAT scores. They told me I wouldn't go nowhere. I had people tell me I wasn't going nowhere. But I stood on what I was going to do. I refused to be stagnant. I refused to be stuck. I refused to be something somebody else wanted me to be when I didn't determine that in my soul, in my spirit to do it. I want to do what I want to do. I want to forge my path. I want to find my road. I want to embrace my passion. And I made my mistakes so I can learn from them. Every success is layered with blocks and blocks of failure. But you have to be willing to fail in order to succeed. If you're not willing to fail, you will never succeed. Because why? You stay stuck and you'll be stagnant. So I, I encourage you, get up, move, inch by inch. It's a cinch. You got to start somewhere. If you're 50, 60, 70, it doesn't matter. As long as you got up. The corona can't touch you. If it touches your mind, it can touch your soul. So I encourage you, don't let it touch your mind. Feed your mind with positive stuff. Things that propel you forward. If you have something that you'd like me to talk about, let me know as well. So, D, I think it's just me and you. That's all the people been looking at later on. So I encourage you to like, subscribe, comment. Oh, you have been commenting. I appreciate the comments. And share the message. And I will do some more. And is anything else? Oh, look for my podcast coming up Wednesday. I will make a point to do something. Be everybody, a lot of people online right now. So this is a hero's journey with Dr.D doing a hero's update. And I would like to encourage everybody by the sound of my voice. If you got a vertical today, make it a point of life to move forward. Do right what you did wrong yesterday and make things happen. Peace and blessings.